Biafra news. My country people, as matter be now, the Biafra National Guard finally gave Nigeria government a last warning to quickly release the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. No be small thing o. Watch this video to the end. My people, this one hot so.
Greetings to Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. Today is the 12th day of February 2024. Once again, I say greetings to everyone. All protocols observed. On 8th February 2024 at 15:38 HRS, the Biafran Provincial Government, BPG, which is the government of the state of Biafra, received an email message from the European Union Diplomatic Service. The email message stated as follows, I quote, "The European Union has a long-standing and clear position on the right for a fair trial, which is a priority in the EU external human rights policy. The EU has been informed that the Nigerian government has appealed the kanu release order by the appeals court in the spring, and a ruling is expected for the 11th May 2023. The Supreme Court has invalidated the appeals court decision to release Kanu, and therefore he is still detained. As per Human Rights Commission findings, in April 2022, this detention is for many reasons arbitrary, which is why we continue to uphold the importance of a fair trial, and we will closely monitor the case." End of the quote. As we previously responded, the Biafran Provincial Government, BPG, government of the state of Biafra, the head of state, and commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the state of Biafra, the Biafran Supreme Military Council of Administration, BSMCA, the People's and Armed Forces of the state of Biafra demand for the immediate, unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu, a Melbourne indigene of Isiama, Afaruku Ibeko, Umuahia province of state of Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu is a civil activist, a prisoner of conscience, a political and war prisoner, advocating for the exercise of the inalienable right to self-determination and independence for the peoples of Biafra. Once again, I said, Nnamdi Kanu is a civil activist and a prisoner of conscience, a political and war prisoner advocating for the exercise of the inalienable right to self-determination and independence for the peoples of Biafra. Without committing any criminal offense, the leader of the pro-Biafran civil group, IPOB, has been severally denied access to its legal counsels, family members, and medical experts. It is important that the physical well-being and mental integrity of Nnamdi Kanu is properly ascertained, as he has not been seen for a long time. For a long time. Biafran provincial government, BPG, which is the government of the state of Biafra, the Biafran provincial government, BPG, which is the territorial government of the 31 provinces, including the national provincial capital of the state of Biafra, does not recognize the legitimacy of the occupying government of Nigeria, including its judiciary constituted by, I repeat, Biafran provincial government, BPG, which is the territorial government of the 31 provinces, including the national provincial capital of the state of Biafra, does not recognize the legitimacy of the occupying government of Nigeria, including its judiciary, constituted by partiality, corruption, and nepotism. The occupying government of Nigeria is characterized by inefficiency, lack of quality, and unaccountability of its justice system. I, General Innocent Nnamdi, GCSB, the head of state of Biafran provincial government, BPG, and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the state of Biafra, reiterate for the sanctioning of the occupying government of Nigeria and its officials for flagrant disregard and disobedience to the rule of law, including court orders and resolutions of regional and international jurisdictions. From my personal experience, during the trial for treason, terrorism, and others against me, and other charges against me by the occupying government of Nigeria over 11 years. The purpose of these sham court trials for treasonable felony and terrorism against indigenes of Biafra is to frustrate us from exercising the inalienable right to sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity. No case of treason, treasonable felony, nor terrorism against us has been proven in any competent court of jurisdiction till date. Not even one. The tactics of the Nigerian Judicial Council, NJC, is the continuous adjournment of trial dates, intimidation, and molestation by the occupying terrorist forces of Nigeria against indigenous Biafrans, so as to weaken our resolve psychologically and emotionally. The continuous detention and solitary confinement of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by the occupying Nigerian Department of State Security Service, DSS, in its Abuja headquarters since June 2021 is a deliberate violation and non-compliance to local, region, and international laws instruments, resolutions, practices, and mechanism in which the occupying government of Nigeria is a signatory. I repeat, the continuous detention and solitary confinement of Nnamdi Kanu by the occupying Nigerian Department of State Security, DSS, in its Abuja headquarters since June 2021 is a deliberate violation and non-compliance to local, regional, and international laws, instruments, resolutions, practices, and mechanisms in which the occupying government of Nigeria is a signatory. The intentional breach of human rights and international humanitarian laws by the occupying government of Nigeria is directly influencing instability, radicalization, violence, extremism and terrorism, violent extremism and terrorism, which has indefinitely affected the people, growth, and development of the region. The Biafran provincial government, BPG, which is the government of the state of Biafra. I mean, the Biafra, the homeland government of Biafra, the existing Biafran government, commends the West African government of Burkina Faso, Mali, and the Niger Republic for their immediate and collective withdrawal from the regional bloc economic committees of West African states, ECOWAS. ECOWAS has been unable to practicalize its fundamental principles of recognition, promotion, and protection of human rights in accordance with the provisions of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. The peoples and state of Biafra stand strongly, very, very strongly, in solidarity with persons, groups, and nations in the implementation of the Universal Declaration promises to all the economic, social, political, cultural, and civic rights that underpin the life free from want and fear. Justice delayed is justice denied. As ECOWAS has turned a blind eye, they no longer see. ECOWAS has turned blind eyes to the injustice against the indigenes of Biafra. The peoples and states of Biafra, we consider our stand with the ECOWAS in due time. I repeat, the peoples and states of Biafra, we consider our stand with ECOWAS in due time. Furthermore, the ill treatment and gross abuse of the fundamental human rights of the leader and founder of Masop Bin, Chief Ralph Owazirike, will no longer be tolerated. The recent demolition and forceful takeover of his property at number 26 Housing Area G, New Owerri, will be investigated and proper measures undertaken. The defunct governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodimma, should stay clear from Chief Ralph Owazirike and his followers. Their human rights and fundamental freedoms must be respected as well. The atrocious crimes against indigenous Biafra, the atrocious crimes against indigenous Biafrans under the watch of the defunct Governor Hope Uzodimma is unprecedented and will be handled at the appropriate time. His callousness against the people of Biafra shall be retributed. We, the government of the state of Biafra, once again call for the immediate unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Benjamin Onwoka, Mr. Akwara, Mr. Victor Iroha, and the others Biafran prisoners of conscience, political and war prisoners. Failure to adhere to the rules of law by the occupying government of Nigeria will continue to be catastrophic and regrettable.